Some of history's most transformative technologies didn't start with corporate mandates or massive budgets. They began with simple curiosity and a willingness to tinker after hours. This video explores the stories behind these side projects that quietly reshaped our world.
From the World Wide Web to Gmail and Instagram, many iconic products didn't originate in boardrooms. They were born from the humblest beginnings: a spare weekend, a personal itch, and the freedom to build without permission.
What defines a side project? It starts as a personal fix for something that bugs you. It's a low-stakes environment, free from deadlines or performance reviews. Most importantly, it's a sandbox for asking what if without needing to know the answer first. In 1989, Tim Berners-Lee was a CERN engineer facing a problem. Researchers couldn't easily share information across different computers. His proposal was labeled vague but exciting by his boss. That vague idea became the architecture of the modern internet. Gmail was born from Google's famous 20% time policy. In 2001, engineer Paul Buchheit used this time to build an email client that felt incredibly fast. Today, it serves over 1.8 billion users, all starting from one engineer's free afternoon. The Post-it note is a classic success story from a failed experiment. A 3M scientist created a weak adhesive that couldn't hold firm. Years later, his colleague Art Fry, frustrated by bookmarks falling out of his hymnal, realized this failure was the perfect solution. Twitter started as a 2-week hackathon experiment at a struggling company. Jack Dorsey sketched the concept of an SMS-based social network on a yellow pad. That quick prototype eventually grew into a platform serving hundreds of millions of users. Instagram began as a side project called Bourbon, a location check-in app. While the original app was cluttered, users loved one small feature: photo sharing. The team stripped away everything else to focus on that single insight, launching the service that would later be acquired for $1 billion. Slack's origin was equally unexpected. The team was building an online game called Glitch, which failed to gain traction. However, the internal chat tool they built to coordinate their work proved more valuable than the game itself, becoming one of the fastest-growing business apps in history. Siri began as a research project at SRI International, funded by DARPA, to explore AI assistance. After launching as an independent app in 2010, it was quickly acquired by Apple and became a foundational feature of the iPhone 4S. Photoshop started as a side project by Thomas Knoll, a PhD student writing image processing code. His brother, John, encouraged him to develop it further. Adobe licensed the technology in 1988, and it soon became the industry-standard tool for creative professionals worldwide. Spotify's beloved Discover Weekly playlist almost never made it to launch. Built by a small team during an internal hackathon, stakeholders were initially skeptical. The team persisted, and within 3 months, it had reached over 1.7 billion streams, proving the power of a developer-led idea. Google Maps Street View was once considered an absurdly ambitious, impractical idea. A small team rigged a van with cameras to test the concept on the streets of San Francisco. That initial prototype paved the way for capturing over 10 million miles of roads globally. These stories share common DNA: a personal problem, stolen time outside of official schedules, a low-stakes environment to experiment, and the courage to ship regardless of initial doubt. These elements are the ingredients for innovation. When you stop trying to be impressive and start trying to be interested, something magical happens. Side projects allow your brain to wander toward what truly fascinates you. As Albert Einstein once said, creativity is often about hiding your sources and finding where the breakthroughs live. Corporate life is often defined by risk aversion, where failure can threaten budgets or reputations. But in a side project, failure carries almost no cost. This psychological safety allows for true experimentation, making it the perfect permission slip for innovation. Every revolution begins with a what-if question. From photo sharing to email,
The most significant leaps in technology weren't just planned. They started when someone had the bravery to take their own curiosity seriously. Many great breakthroughs weren't part of a master plan. They emerged from unintended detours. When we look at innovation, we see a pattern where accidental outcomes are not bugs, but vital features that reveal new needs. Failure is actually raw material. A failed game became the foundation for Slack. An unused adhesive became the Post-it note. In side projects, what looks like failure is often just inventory waiting to be repurposed into the next big thing. There is a unique clarity that comes in the quiet hours after midnight. History shows that the late-night tinkerer is more than a romantic archetype. It is a documented path for how some of the world's most important technologies were first conceived. Innovation follows a cycle: the spark of an idea, the freedom to tinker, the courage to ship, and the transformation that follows. The final, most difficult step is often simply sharing what you've built with the world. The garage mentality is a state of mind, not just a room. It signifies working without pretense or heavy oversight. By stripping away everything except the essential idea, the maker focuses on building exactly what matters. Data proves that organizations protecting creative time out-innovate others. Google's 20% rule, 3M's 15% rule, and internal hackathons have repeatedly turned employee passion projects into massive product empires. Hackathons act as concentrated sprints of creative building. By creating artificial constraints and urgency, these events allow teams to bypass long planning sessions and move directly to the let's build it and see phase. As Maya Angelou said, you cannot use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. Exploring a what-if question is the most powerful tool for a maker, as it opens doors before reality can introduce doubt. Small ideas are simply big ideas that haven't been tested yet. Don't dismiss a project because it seems modest. The most transformative things in history started as tiny, almost overlooked concepts. Start exactly where you are. Personal frustration is your best compass. When something bothers you, it likely bothers others too. Building for yourself first ensures your solution has depth and authenticity that market research alone simply cannot replicate. Behind every great side project, you will often find a co-conspirator. This partner doesn't just divide the labor, they amplify your belief in the idea. Finding that one person who shares your excitement can be the catalyst for progress. From the late 60s to today, the timeline of accidental giants shows that innovation is a long-game process. Major advancements like Gmail, Twitter, and Street View were not overnight successes. They were cultivated through persistent, independent curiosity. The most effective innovation environments aren't the most rigid. They are those that deliberately build space for serendipity. By providing time and safety, you allow curiosity to roam, which is where the best ideas are inevitably discovered. We often tell ourselves we lack the time or the right idea to innovate, but history tells a different story. Paul Buchheit used his work's 20% time policy for Gmail, and Twitter was born from a simple 2-week hackathon. You have more capacity than you think. The key is protecting your creative margins. Don't let the search for perfection stall your progress. Many legendary tools, like Photoshop or early Twitter, began as rough prototypes. They weren't polished, yet they shipped anyway. Remember, the gap between a concept and a product is smaller than you think. The real magic happens once people start using it. Curiosity compounds. It starts when you ship something small, a tiny tool or a weekend experiment. When one person finds it useful, you receive real feedback, which leads to iterations and growth. Over time, that small experiment can evolve into something that truly changes the world. The creators of platforms like Slack and Instagram weren't waiting for the perfect moment. They were simply curious enough to start. If you have a persistent problem or an idea that keeps you up at night, that is your signal. The next great innovation is likely being built in someone's spare time right now. Ready to start? Identify what frustrates you. Carve out 2 hours this week to explore it and build the simplest version possible. Show it to just one person, then iterate. Remember, your curiosity is a powerful force. Keep tinkering and see where it takes you. This program was brought to you by the Series of Thoughts team.